to hunt and buy a Fluf, my first NFT. And I'm partnered today by the awesome Jerome.
Hey, everyone.
Morena. How are you?
Good, thanks, mate.
Good sleep? You had a sleep yesterday afternoon. I wore you out.
I know. I had a little nana nap. So good. Love nana naps.
Was that nice?
Yeah. Well, I actually grew up in Tahiti, and so you'd have these really long, ridiculous lunches that would go for sort of 2 hours, and then you would, often have a bit of a sleep afterwards, and then you'd stay up till midnight or something like that. And I don't know if it's still in me, but I do appreciate a good 30-minute power nap on a nice sunny, warm afternoon.
Beautiful thing. So how are we going to do this morning? Like, how does one go about buying? We're going to try and buy a Fluf, right? I've got a budget. It's one of the things that you've given me guidance on. And also, if you go into the trading channel on the Discord for Fluf World, you also get a lot of guidance around have a budget and then go in to do that. So should we just, I've also got my MetaMask wallet sorted. I've connected that into OpenSea. I've deposited some Ethereum that's ready to go. What do we need to do now?
I think we just got to find something that resonates with you, that is within your budget, and we'll take it from there. Have a bit of fun.
Can you, as we, think about this Fluf world, right? There are a few places you can go. So obviously OpenSea.io is a place. And also I've been overnight using the rarity.tools site as well to get some scores on that. And we're going to have a look at that in a minute. How do you, there's 10,000 Flufs, right? And they all have different characteristics and some commonality. 70% male, 30% female. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah, that's right.
Why?
It should be 50-50. I don't know why it's a 70-30. I think it's probably to do with the incentives and the gamification. The female ones are more valuable because there are less of them. And they can also, I believe, the intent be used to breed at some point in the future. So probably not dissimilar to people with pets. The female ones are often more valuable than the male ones.
Does that mean my daughter's more valuable than your son's?
I think it's different. Do parents still pay for the men? Do parents still pay for the daughter's wedding, or is that still a thing?
Hey mate,
might be more of a liability, to be honest.
My family's my wife's Afrikaans, so of course, cattle. It's actually cattle in Africa. So we should get into it. Start screen sharing, and do you just want to talk through? Shall we? Let's go to OpenSea, shall we? And I'll open up a tab that, I've done some research. I've shared with the family. Oh my God, I have some numbers around different Flufs. And should we just open up and have a little look?
Yeah, sounds good.
Do you feel good being able to use and spend other people's money?
As a founder in a bunch of businesses, I've had to get used to the fact that people give me money with an expectation it's going to go up. And so when that happens, everything's great. It's when the opposite happens that it's not so good, which I'm sure you've had that situation many times before as well.
Okay, so what do we got here on OpenSea? Do you want to just talk to this? This is Fluf World on OpenSea, right?
Correct. So this is your equivalent of your Amazon.com. It's what I would call a Web3 application. And the reason I call it a Web3 application is because you can log into it using your Web3 wallet. So a wallet such as MetaMask.
And you can see there, I don't know where you can see my cursor, but the blue thing, that's my MetaMask confirmation that my MetaMask wallet is connected.
Yeah, so it's a more advanced version of logging in with Google as an example. So that when you log in with a centralized service, generally speaking, that centralized service gets access to your data, and they have cookies, and they watch what you're doing, and they create profiles and sell that to third parties. With the MetaMask or Silo wallet, what you're actually doing is you're logging in without compromising your privacy.
Cool.
So you're giving them
Now,
access to your data without necessarily sharing anything about, Hammy.
10,000 fluffs. Interestingly, there's 3,400 owners, right? What's the floor price?
So that's the minimum price to participate in this community.
And that's 0.85 of an Ethereum, which is, 5,000 US.
Correct.
And what's that? Volume traded 15.7K. What does that mean?
So 15 and a bit thousand ETH have been traded for fluffs.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah, well, that's that $90 million mark that Brooke was referring to.
Okay. And so then what I've done so that everyone can see is you've got some filtering things down here, and you can filter it according to Ethereum or US dollars. I've just said, let's go between 0 and 1 Ethereum or ETH. And now what's happening is that basically I'm getting, a bunch of options, so for example, this is the one that my family and I have sort of been looking at. I don't like that price. What's going on there with that price? Look at that curve that goes down. What's that?
I suspect it's a lot to do with, algorithms, I guess.
Okay, so what do we see here, right? We can see it's had 130 views. We can see the fluff. We can see its properties, right? So here it talks, right, Jerome, it's a male, right?
Yeah, correct.
Can you see
a
that?
lot of these digital assets, these NFTs, are computer generated. And the complexity in how those are generated is increasing at an exponential rate. So I think Brooke mentioned that there were a whole heap of world firsts when the computers generated these fluffs. I don't know if you've spoken to Jessica at Beyond, but
I'm doing 2nd of December with her.
Yeah, okay. Well, it'd be worth touching on this with her. But a lot of the art, the designs, the rarity traits, so what they're wearing, how they look, the backgrounds, the music. My understanding is that goes into a computer program, and then that computer program actually generates the fluff. There's not I don't think there's a person or people that draw these 10,000 fluffs. And Aaron will probably explain that as well, to be fair.
So over here where my cursor is, offers. This is people putting an offer in to the owner of this fluff, right? Saying, hey, if you want to accept my offer, I'll buy it for this, right?
Correct. And so one of the things you'll find is every day or so you'll get an email from OpenSea, and it will tell you about offers you have on the NFTs that are in this marketplace.
Okay, but we're not going to do that today because we're going to buy one.
Correct. But you'll subsequently get offers every other day on that.
What's going on here in front of the screen? That's got is that the history of the sale?
That is probably, it's more a representation of the blockchain itself.
But that's showing the value. Look at that. It was nearly 0.5 of an ETH 3 months ago, and then it dropped to 0.27, and then it's back up to 0.37.
Yeah, so there's different events that can happen on the blockchain, and then certain events such as when it's minted or sales or transfers are being represented there.
Okay, and if we look at this fluff here with the blue glasses, and it looks like, it's 0.95, so I could buy that for that right now, right?
Correct.
Okay. Should we jump over to rarity just to look at a different perspective? Do you want to explain while I just have to work this little system around
Yes,
what rarity is?
It's not dissimilar to physical cards. So my 7-year-old's into Pokemons, and every so often we go to EB Games or similar and buy a pack of cards, and we don't know which card's going to be inside that pack. And there's ultra rares, super rares, rainbow rares. There's a whole classification of cards for Pokemon. And obviously, the more rare it is, the more valuable it is. And so with a Pokemon card, you can work out if it's an ultra rare, because the number on the left will be greater than the number on the right. In the digital world, a lot of that concept has been taken into NFTs. And so within the smart contract or the code that generates these fluffs, there'll be a certain amount of properties that are available for a certain amount of fluffs. And then when you mint an NFT, it's like opening that Pokemon packet for the first time. You don't know what you're going to get. It's a blind kind of process. And so some people will end up with the rarest of the fluffs. So I think the rarest fluff is called a Cleopatra.
That's wicked.
Yeah,
that one.
It is. And something like that is worth, I don't know, let's call it $150,000. I don't know the exact number, but it's a big number. It's a big number. So if you are fortunate enough during the minting process within that 40 minutes to, one, get a fluff, and then to get the rarest of the fluffs, then you will be exceptionally happy.
Now, I'm checking in here, and if anyone that's watching, I don't see. Can you see? Is that screen sharing working?
I don't think so.
Anyone in the comments want to?
It is now.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's just talk to me about rarity here. So basically, I've done a similar filter around buy now between 0.1 and 1 ETH. And I've got a bunch that have come up. And interestingly, the same one, 2760, has come up, right?
Nice.
That I've got the cursor on.
Yeah, so on the left there, you can see traits. And so it's the traits that...
shall I open up one?
Yeah, there you go. So these are the different properties that make up or determine how rare something is and how many of them are available. So as we know, there's 70%, 7,000 males, 3,000 females.
And you're going to convince me to go over my budget to buy a female, aren't you?
If I was you, I would probably stick with the male and use the extra ETH to buy an ASM.
Ooh.
I would seriously consider getting some AI for your fluff and participating in the Jadu hoverboard process and getting it a hoverboard.
How do I do that? Now you're getting me all steamed up.
Yeah. Look, this is where it gets really interesting, because I think, if you talk about buying $5,000 for a JPEG, you just sound like you're crazy, right? But you're not buying a JPEG for $5,000. No. I was thinking about this a bit this morning. A lot of people.
Thanks for that. When you're spending my money,
this is a access to a community, to a club, and it's a lot cooler than the Northern Club, and it has much better benefits than being able to.
I don't belong to the Northern Club. I refuse to.
The bars are right. I do like the bars. They do good drinks, but my point is, that costs you a few $1,000s a year or whatever it is to be a member. I don't think it's a transferable membership, and I don't think it provides the same member benefits as something like this. So, for example, Fluff owners got access to the whitelist for the Jadu hoverboard, so they were able to buy one of 1,100 of these things that for give or take.
Did you buy one?
No, I didn't follow the instructions, so I got to do a better job next time around. But if I could have bought a Jadu hoverboard for $500 because I was a Fluff member. And then on the back of that, if I'd got one of the ultra rare hoverboards, I'd probably be worth $100,000. And the floor for a hoverboard is 3x. So my worst case scenario is I got something for $500, which is now worth $20,000.
Okay.
So if someone said, so now you buy this thing for $5,000 and you can potentially make $20,000 in the next month or two because you're a member of this club.
With add-ons.
Yeah, it changes things, right? So this is a VIP access to a whole new world. And I think that's the way you need to look at it.
Okay, now. No, you're all good, mate. I am going to try, and I'm just waiting. There we go. Now, just for shits and giggles, because Kate Brooke has said to me, get a female. So on rarity, I have done a search between 0.1 to 1.5 ETH, right? and I've come up with these babies,
Nice.
right? And I've looked at them, and I'm out on a limb now because I did not talk to my family about these, and I decided I quite liked 6804. Can I see that? Oh, is it gone already? This is crazy. How do they disappear? Oh, there it is. So I quite like this one.
Yep.
We open up that little.
Yeah, I like it. That's nice with the camo.
Yeah, and has it got Tiki? Tiki.
I
I saw it had Tiki. Right.
Tiki?
It's got a rarity score of 82. So I quite like that one, right? So I was like, ooh, I quite like that one. And the other one I liked was 7137. Now, where is that one? Can you see that anywhere?
No.
It's disappeared. It might have just got up in
I like
price.
8297. 8297 is a nice one.
You like this one? I thought.
Not really one of the nose rings,
like,
though. I don't like it in real
the
life.
nose ring, my wife would kill me. She'd kill me. And it's got a 76, right? You know?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, okay, so 6804 might be an option. Now, one thing you need to explain, right? Gas fees.
Yeah.
Gas fees, is the way I understand it, are fees to make the blockchain work. But if I'm dropping 1.29 ETH on this, what's my gas fee going to be?
So a couple of things. Gas fee is the fee that funds the computing power necessary to process transactions. So a whole bunch of people and organizations have computers that will verify and process transactions on the Ethereum blockchain. And the way that they get paid is in Ether. And it's a network fee, which is called a gas fee. And so that fee basically pays for the power and the compute to process a particular transaction. That fee varies depending on the complexity of the transaction.
Yeah. Guess what's happened? No, you didn't tell me. So 1.3 ETH.
Yeah.
How much on gas am I going? Or do we just find out as we go?
Yeah, I would have thought like 0.3 or something like that. Probably a gas of maybe $100, but it could be more. I find OpenSea can be a bit expensive.
The boss has just turned up and she's gone, have I bought a Fluf? What do I say? Do I tell her that you persuaded me to go down a different rabbit hole?
You can, yeah. I'm happy to take one for the team.
Are you?
Yeah, of course.
Have you met my wife? She's Afrikaans and she's very sweet, but can get very angry too.
That's all right. We're locked down.
So now she's laughing in my ear. Where do you live? So what else do we need to tell people? I'll just show. She won't want to go on the camera because she's shy, but I'm just showing her the potential one. Now everyone is seeing you, just so you feel comfortable about that. But this is the Fluf we're looking at, number 7137. It's a little bit over our budget.
And we can't get any of those other ones that I like?
No, because the ones that she liked on the search this morning, one was like 4 ETH.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm thinking a female would be better. That's what I'm thinking. And
no, this is fine.
This is fine. Now,
you were supposed to buy it at 10 o'clock.
Yes. Did you hear that? I was supposed to buy it at 10 o'clock. I'm getting a lot of support from the people in the crew. Now, let's just work this out, right, Jerome? So let's just say that's the one I want to get, right?
Yep.
6804. Do I go back to OpenSea and search for that?
Yes.
Okay, so let's stop screen share there. Let's go back, and you're going to have to help me here because here we go. Share. Right. Now, if the I know the number is number 6804.
Yep, so clear the filters up.
What
top.
do I do?
Scroll up and clear filters.
Yeah. Scroll up and
see where it says ETH 0 to 1, and take that out, and take out clear all, just to the right in the light blue boxes.
Right. Yeah, got it. Right. Clear all. Yeah.
And see where it says search at the top of your screen there?
Yeah.
No, next one down. There's two searches.
Yeah, there.
6804.
Yep. and apply, or just return, push return. Okay. It's a different number.
You get that right. It is different, isn't it? How does that work?
Oh, no. 7137. I got it. I pushed the wrong number. 7137. So wait a minute. That was the ranking. 7137. Okay. Pick the young players. Boom. Okay. There it is. Right.
Cool.
Are we going to do this?
100%. You got to get in.
Okay. Right. Push buy now.
Yes.
Fuck.
That's it.
I cannot believe I'm doing this. You know, all my right-leaning mates are going to go, you're right. Press checking this box. I agree to OpenSea's terms and conditions. Yep. Oh my God. Okay, let's go.
And this should send a request to your wallet, where you then can approve or decline.
So what do I do there? I'm not disclosing anything. I've got a little thing that's come up that says,
"I'll show you the gas fee.
New address detected. Click here to add to your address book." Do I go yes?
Yes.
Click here to add to my address book. Now enter an alias. What do I put in there?
Hammy, I guess.
My name.
Yeah. So is it making you sign up as an OpenSea user as part of this process?
Okay. Now what it's saying is, estimated gas fee is 0.03 ETH, which is $174.
Yep.
Right. So confirm.
Correct.
Okay. Now, what's going on there? You can see that.
Yeah, so there'll be a smart contract.
Woot, you just purchased. Woo! Have I got one?
Yeah, you're in the club now.
This is when the hacker takes it, right?
No, I don't think so. No, it's pretty safe as long as you don't do something silly like share your private keys and that type of stuff.
Yeah, all of that.
Yeah.
Now it's doing its little mix, right? So I can't believe I've done this, but happy days. I bought some Allbirds this morning too. Not a lot, just a pair of shoes. Now, so it's doing that, and right. Now let's just talk while this is doing its processing around this ASM box, right?
Yeah. So at the moment, a lot.
Jar has just said, "Can I gift it to him?" No, bro, no. But I'm going to share something, maybe. It's a learning journey. It's taken a while to process. What's going on there?
Well, the blockchain typically does, is it 6 to 7 transactions a second or something? It's not a large number on the Ethereum blockchain. And so you need to have consensus, which is where the majority of computers agree that this key is Hammy's key and he owns this ETH. And this user here has the ownership rights for this NFT, and that this smart contract, when it receives the ETH from Hammy's wallet, will then transfer the digital asset.
Now, what do I do?
You're done now. So if you go to profile, you should see.
Where's profile?
On OpenSea. So just shut that box down.
Shut that box down. Yeah.
And then go to top right profile.
I can't see profile. I can see
that purple dot thing.
That one.
Yeah, and then hit profile.
Profile.
Yeah. So this is you. This is your NFT collection.
I got two.
Yeah.
I got two. Two. Wow. Okay. Got my Titan Tiki. Beautiful.
Cool,
I love it.
Yeah.
And I love that. Now, shits and giggles, ASM.
Yeah, this is real.
Shall we?
Go search for ASM.
In here?
Scroll up, up top there.
Or do I go into the actual? Oh, okay. ASM, yeah. ASM A for Genesis.
Correct. I'm just having a look for it myself because I'll be able to find it under my one quite quickly, I suspect.
This one, right?
Oh, yeah, there we go. Yep, that's it.
Now I'm going to filter, right? Because I've had the word that I should go for a mythical one.
Yeah, the price isn't that different to the others, and the rarer the box, the better the quality of the NFT. So this box, I think, when it reveals itself, So this is actually quite interesting in of itself. When you mint for the first time, there's a period in between the minting.
When you say when you mint for the first time,
Yep.
what does that mean?
So there's an auction essentially that takes place, and so when ASM did its minting process, it said on the 11th of September at 11 a.m. we're going to open up the VIP access to be able to mint an ASM box or NFT, and the public sale will start at 12. So for the people on the list,
Crazy.
they get 1 hour where they can mint, and there'll be some rules around that. So typically it's one wallet, one mint, so that the VIP whitelist holders don't mint everything, and there's nothing left for anyone else. And then that blind kind of minting process, you'll know what rarity you ended up with sometimes. So in this case, I knew that I landed a rare. Some people knew they landed an ultra. But what we don't yet know is what's inside that box. And so you have these placeholder images.
Crazy, eh?
So before the fluffs were revealed, so generally some things sell, like the ASM, I think, sold in seconds. I tried to participate in the public sale as well as
and you missed.
And I missed. And I hit it on, as soon as it opened up.
Why have these things got different prices?
Because different people want to sell them for different amounts.
Crazy. Should I just buy the cheapest one?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. And Mythic. I don't know why. I've got in the back of my mind someone told me buy a Mythic.
Yeah, that was us yesterday when we looked at the prices. Was
that you? I think it was Aaron. But anyway,
okay. Sweet.
This is really good because I had a budget of 1 and I'm fucking over it. But, hey, we're going to do it. I just need to charge someone a little bit more money next month and happy days. I'm joking. This is all about not sitting on the sidelines and getting involved. So do I just...
Yep, buy now. Buy the cheapest one there.
The 0.669.
Yep. It's a good number.
Oh, my God. I cannot believe. Oh, now, Jazzy had a good question. Why is my profile unnamed?
Because you just haven't.
Is that because I just haven't named it?
That's just you. Yeah. There's a settings option there.
What do I call it?
Well, you can call it Hammy, and you can. The appropriate thing to do now is to probably put your Fluf as your profile pic. And the other thing, if we've got time, is probably now that you've got the key to the.
Am I doing this?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my God, you could spend my family's money.
Well, I'm not asking you to do anything I wouldn't do myself. I went to buy a whole bunch of.
Ooh, gas fee's a bit higher. Ooh, it's $190.
Yeah. Don't look at the gas fee, bro. Just pretend like you're driving a V8 twin turbo.
I wonder if I'm going to have enough ETH left. Let's see. Okay.
There you go. You're good.
Right. I don't know.
Now,
this is crazy.
The other thing you might want to do, now that you've got this Fluf, it gives you access to this community, including to the Fluf world, which is the start of the metaverse. So,
do you want to show?
Yeah, I can show.
Can you? Are you allowed to? Will you get in trouble?
No. I don't think so. I can't get in too much trouble.
So I need to stop screen share, right?
Yeah.
So you can.
Correct.
Okay.
I don't
want to take up all of your hour.
I don't know if I've got the option. Exit full screen. There we go.
Yeah, what you might have to do is I couldn't get it working on the window, but I got it on the Chrome, whatever it's called. There you go. Boom. Woo!
So now this is your digital Northern Club. Maybe not quite that, but now that I have a Fluf, this application can verify my wallet address as being an owner of a digital asset that gives me rights to access this Web3 application. So,
am I going to get a contact somehow for this, or how do I know?
Well,
how do I?
Part of the Discord and the community. That's how you find out. So
I've got to go after this. I've got to go to Discord and say I'm a Fluf owner.
Yeah, and you'll get verified. And there's different in the Discord. There's different ones. There's you get classified. So if you're a Fluf with a Tiki, with a Jadu jetpack, and what's it called? there's another one as well. Then you're like the super owner. There's like a whole bunch of different communities. So here I've logged in with my MetaMask wallet. So now I'm allowed in. So see, great, you're on the list.
Yeah.
And so you can head in here.
Yeah.
And I can go to the shop now if I want.
Oh my God, you can spend more money?
No. But this is where you could go to mint stuff. So this, as an example, is the background.
Oh, I've seen those backgrounds.
Yeah. So again, I missed out. You got to be on the money here and paying attention to the Discord, because at 11 o'clock one morning, they opened up the window to mint these new backgrounds. So you can buy these new backgrounds. And so this, now that you're in the club, you could mint one of these for 0.5 of an ETH. And they typically now go for 1 ETH. So you could have paid, again, $500 for this background, and almost instantly sold it for $5,000. So that, JPEG that you just bought is actually super valuable.
Well, we're going to find out, aren't we?
Yeah.
So show us the other side over there.
So here. So you can now also, so my fluff's called Bunny Sims, but you can...
Bunny Sims.
Bunny Sims.
Did you name it that?
Yeah. Wasn't expecting to be on
back to that
live
story.
TV.
Is it
not rendering?
Bunny Sims? That getting back to that Vaseline story?
Yeah, something like that. Oh, sorry, just have to log in. It's not rendering.
Okay. And then what's over the? Oh,
okay. I got my thingy over here as well.
So, you have a thingy.
I do have a thingy. I got a thingy.
You know, the good news is that Rach is selling her thingy to me.
I got some songs over here, so. You can play songs. Can you hear that?
No. So these are songs that you've bought.
Yeah. You buy songs for your background. So
for your fluff.
Here's my fluff.
Different scenes. Why is your image not in there?
I don't know what's going on. I'm thinking something's going on with the rendering. That's why I refreshed before.
Okay.
But yeah, you can go in here and do a whole bunch of stuff. And so you'll be able to give your fluff.
So I need to So I will need to go to the Discord server and register my fluff, right?
Correct.
Okay. On OpenSea, how do you change your profile?
You just go to the top right and there's a settings button. We can do that if you want after.
Okay, we don't have to do that now live. Okay, so I need to go to the Discord server now and register.
Yep.
Do I register with that number?
Yep. No, there's a process.
Should I do it live now?
No, it'd be a bit painful because people can't see on the mobile phone, and there's bots that you need to go through. So there's steps where you go in, where you have to authenticate that you're a person. Then there's different ways in which you can authenticate which fluff is yours, and then you get given.
This shit's not easy, is it?
It gets easier once you figure it out. But no, it's not. It took me a while, and I've definitely made my fair share of mistakes and missed out on a bunch of opportunities that I really kick myself over now. You've got to be kind of
you know, it's super interesting. You know, I didn't. I'm just counting up how much ETH I've spent. 8, 9. And I got that wrong. I've expended oh my God, 1.959 ETH this morning. And actually, do you know what I want to do though? It's super funny is that I don't want to reduce my ETH holding, like from what I want to keep it what I had it before, just because I don't want to, I don't. It's interesting. It's a seductive way to increase your assets in an asset class.
It is. I mean, I think the ETH for me is the global reserve for this Web3 world.
Can I just ask a quick question? You know, ETH 2.
Yeah.
Coming out in December, apparently. Does that mean ETH 1 is going to shit itself?
No, it just evolves. It's like doing a software upgrade. I mean, bit more than that, but the way it works, the governance around these networks is decentralized. So there's no CEO, there's no product manager, and so what you need to do is you need to make these design decisions based on consensus, and they call it a fork essentially. So the community will vote on a particular direction, and then once there's consensus on that direction, they'll vote on a day and time where the nodes, the networks that validate transactions, implement the new direction. And so that happened in Bitcoin. So we've got Bitcoin Cash and the standard Bitcoin. Some people wanted Bitcoin to stay as a medium of exchange, so low fees, that type of thing, the original kind of design. And then others wanted it to go and be more sort of stable and a store of value. And so they forked it, and some people went off to the left and some people went off to the right. But it's basically the community decides and votes. Yeah.
Now, Kate is asking me for a step by step of how to register your Fluf. And I can see I can go to fluff.world, right? And that doesn't really say how to do that, right? So, but I think what you've told me is that I need to jump into the Discord, which is like a app, and I'm a member of Fluff World there.
Yep.
But what you're actually saying to me now is that I need to then register it.
Well, your Fluff is registered. What hasn't happened is the link between you and your Fluff in the Discord server. And so
how do I do that? So I've opened Fluff, right?
Yeah.
And
there'll be a register.
There's a verified.
Yeah.
Where's the register?
I need to log in and have a look. There'll be verify you first, and then there'll be a register somewhere in there, and you'll put down your public key.
My public key of what?
Yeah, I'll have to have a look, mate. Sorry, I don't.
It's complicated, eh?
It is.
Don't you think?
That stuff's optional, to be fair. Like some people, you can be one of these asset holders and sit on the sidelines.
Oh, it's moving its head backwards and forwards.
Yeah, we'll have some music.
And can I name it?
Yeah, and you can.
Oh, okay.
And when you name it, you can save that on the blockchain, and it will be there forever and eternity. So in the future, your Fluff or other digital assets, other NFTs, there could be an NFT for Hammy 2.0. And that avatar, when you die, is going to outlive you. And that avatar may have AI in it to behave almost identically to you, but in a digital form.
Okay. Now, what it's asking in this verify on the Discord server, it's saying to me, please send me a DM with your wallet address and I'll get you a shiny roll.
That's it. Yep.
Now, what's my wallet address?
So in Discord, you'll see under your name, there's user 0x321, or that address you gave me that I gave to Aaron when he sent you the ticky.
Yeah.
Actually, I can probably tell you what your address is.
Weirdo.
That's your address. It's at, what is it? Is it 64? 128? Something like that.
Oh.
Alphanumeric. Your MetaMask address.
In the Fluff, the MetaMask address or my number on, you're looking at your text, aren't you? Going, what did I send it to you on text?
It's hard these days. Everything gets sent across so many different mediums.
Yes, Jar is going that you are.
Yours is 0x7c something or other.
Oh, okay. So that's actually my MetaMask address.
That's your public address. So you can use that in public.
Yeah, on ETH.
Correct. Yep. And so people can send you assets to that address, or they can use it to verify that you hold assets on that address, but they can't use it to share your assets or transfer your assets.
Now I've done that. There it goes. So I did that and it said to do. Great. All we have to do is to make sure that you own a Fluff.
Yeah.
Authenticate now.
Yep.
Plus, and that click here.
Yep. And so now Discord will be talking to the Ethereum blockchain to verify that address has a holder of an ERC721 Fluff asset.
Yeah, but it says This link will take you to da 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 da. Are you sure you want to go
Yeah,
there?
yeah, do it. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm doing that. Right. Now, it's got select wallet, MetaMask or Wallet Connect.
MetaMask.
Right?
Yep.
MetaMask, because that's the one I got.
And then you'll sign that transaction with your private key securely. And that's how...
And when you say your private key...
Yeah. The key that's in MetaMask that you can't see unless you ask to see it.
Yeah, not the secret recovery phrase.
No. Kind of the same, but no.
Okay. Right. Interesting. It won't let me connect. But okay, so I need to go away and do this.
Yeah,
right.
There you
go. So we're in.
Yeah, nice work, mate.
What do I do now?
Now you look out for the opportunities, right? So you follow the Discord and you now have the rights to the early minting opportunities. That's really where you're going to get your return on investment.
Of other things.
Yeah.
In the Fluf world.
Well, and beyond. So Fluf will do partnerships with others. The Jadu being one. They did some stuff with Titan Tiki. So some Fluffs now have Tiki necklaces around them. Or I think maybe the Tikis have Fluff necklaces. Actually, I think that's the way it works. But you've just basically joined a much cooler version of the Northern Club.
So cool. I did something that I was afraid of. I was so nervous this morning. I don't get nervous interviewing anyone. But man, I get nervous shelving peas, that's for sure. Right. And I'm really grateful, Jerome. Thanks for taking us through that. Totally excited down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, nice one, mate.
Let's go.
Well done.
Let's go. Hey, enjoy the rest of your day and have a beautiful weekend with your family.
Cool. You too, mate. Thanks, bud.
See you, bro. Cool. Thanks very much.